Good evening, all. Good evening to all those who are present here and also all the online viewers that are watching us. Welcome to the 56th International Film Festival of India, where we celebrate the joy of cinema. Today, I am very happy and very honored to have with us the crew of the blockbuster Malayalam movie, 1989 Malayalam movie Kireedam, Sibi Malayil, sir, who is the director, and JP Vijay Kumar, sir, who is the producer. We also have the Managing Director, NFDC, Prakash Magdum sir with us. Welcome all of you. So, I'll first introduce Prakash Magdum sir. I'll give a very brief intro about him. Uh, Prakash Maktum is a 1999 batch Indian Information Service officer. During an illustrious career spanning 2 decades, Sri Maktum has served as the director of National Film Archive of India in Pune. In this role, he was instrumental in furthering the task of National Film Heritage Mission by preserving, conservation, and digitization and restoration of Indian cinematic heritage. And through this Heritage Mission, National Film Heritage Mission, we have been restoring 1918 films in Iffi. And I want Prakash sir to talk more about the restoration that has been happening in Iffi. Can you please talk about that, sir?
Thank you, Nikita. This is such a great occasion to have because we are going to screen a very iconic, timeless classic of Malayalam cinema, Kireedam, and I'm so grateful and happy that Mr. Sabi Malayil is here along with Mr. Vijay Kumar. As you know, the NFDC NFI's role has been to preserve and digitize, restore our cinematic heritage for not only for today's generation but for future generations. And in that capacity, we preserve at the same time. We want people to access the films. We want people to watch these films. So that is what we do through this major project of National Film Heritage Mission, which is completely funded by Ministry of Information Broadcasting and Government of India, through which we are digitizing and restoring more than 5,000 films, both fiction and non-fiction, put together. So in this particular IFI, we are showcasing these films. There are two types of films. One is which is produced by NFDC, because this year we are celebrating 50 years of NFDC, and NFDC has been a platform for independent filmmakers over the years, and it has really shaped Indian cinema. If you see the filmography which has been done by NFDC over the years in all languages, so we think that these films need to be watched and released wherever possible. So in this particular edition of IFI, we are showcasing the titles from NFDC filmography as well as the other ones. And this particular film, Kireedam, is a part of that. I'm so glad that this timeless classic, which got the uh, this year's Dadasaheb Phalke award-winning Mohanlal, the first national award, and not only that, this film got released in several other languages. If you remember, in Hindi, at least I watched that film called Gardish, which became popular in Hindi also. So you can imagine the kind of impact the original film has, and I'm so glad that this film is now restored in 4K resolution, which is the best of the today's technology, and it is being now screened in this edition.
Thank you so much, sir. Can we hear from Sibi Malayil, sir? Because this movie was actually released in 1989, and when me and so many people were not born, but this is still being talked about. Its discussions are happening from people who are not even born from that time. How does this feel, and how does it feel to be back at IFI restoring the movie? And all?
See, this is a very special occasion for me, a very proud moment. Like, no, as she said, it released in 1989, now 36 years ago. Still, the generation born after that is eagerly watching and discussing about this movie. On social medias, I used to watch the discussions, and for me, this is a very, very special movie because Mohanlal and me started almost together from his 1980 when he acted in his first movie. I was the associate director, and I was there in the audition panel, and I was the one gave him the least marks. Like I gave him only 2 marks, and every time he teases me and he says he's the one who gave me the least marks. Right? So then I said, I have given back with 2 national awards because, yeah, but the first one, Mohanlal's first national award was for this movie, a special mention jury award. And in the following year, 1 year later, he got the national award for the best actor for my film produced by him, that was Bharatam. So, and now I am so proud that he got the prestigious Dada Saheb Phalke Award. And this is a very special year for Mohanlal also. And this restoration of Kireedam adds to that pleasant year he is traveling through. And Kireedam is considered to be as he said, it is a timeless classic. It has got a very popular appeal, and also was, people considered it as to be one of the best films happened in Malayalam. And it has got a very universal theme in it. Any region, people from any country, any region can identify the theme, a father-son relationship. Was a society being cornering a normal man and to he's becoming a notorious criminal at the end. He was just a normal boy next door kind of a boy, and he has been cornered to be a notorious criminal at the end of the movie, shattering his father's dreams about him. The father wanted to the movie starts with the dream of the father where he is dreaming the son is coming. The father is a police constable, and his dream was to salute his son before he get retired. But at the end, the father himself is reporting that he is not eligible for a police officer's job. He's a notorious criminal. That was the traveling of this character, Sethumadhavan and Mohanlal. And we had a second part of that movie, sequel of that movie, after 4 years, when he comes back from the jail. So that was, everyone, as I said, the new generation also are very keen about watching and discussing about this movie. And this restoration is very special for all of us.
Thank you so much, sir. G.P. Gujayama, sir, do you want to add something to it?
Yes, of course, all and more well said about the movie, but I have only one thing, my experience in this movie. When this movie was to be produced, it was originally produced by our friend Mr. Krishna Kumar and Dinesh Panicker. And Sibi, we have not worked before, but we knew each other as good friends. So when this proposal came and the subject discussion and all, I met Sibi and said, they want to produce, but we are going to sell the movie. So I said, Sibi, I want this movie. We are going to make a deal. Entire film, whatever it is, we are going to buy outright and take. And I believe me, it was some sort of a sixth sense, that subject, I don't know what sort of magic is there in that subject. You keep on seeing, you keep on listening, you keep on thinking. It is fantastic. Now, what happened is the film was committed. We bought out the film. And those days in Madras, we used to have a preview before the release of the film. Now it is not there. So it was for selected, invited people. The film Kireedam preview immediately Telugu, Tamil, all people started coming. They want the subject rights. They want to remake it, and there was competition. You know, Rajashekhar, Dr. Rajashekhar was after for this language. Now we had such a fabulous response even before this movie got released, and fortunately, after the release of the movie in all languages, it became a hit. I was just joking, I have exaggeration, but it's a reality. If we have an access to do a Hollywood movie or with a good subject, this subject is ideal even there, because the bonding, the relationship, the sentiments, the attachments, and at the same time humor on the one side, violence enough in the picture, but you don't feel violence. So it is a very unique movie, and in fact, after this movie, myself did with Sibi 3 more movies which Mohanlal produced. Same way we bought out the film even before production. Hussein Abdullah, Bharadam, Kamaladala, all movies in a row. And then I said, Sibi, we want to do a movie, a different type of movie. And he said, why don't we do with Mr. M.T. Vasudendra sir? I said, okay, done. With M.T. I can take the freedom of getting done. We went. And that is Sadayam, which I personally feel among all the movies, about 37 Malayalam movies I have made, this is the best film, if you ask me impartially. Of course, it is a bit serious movie and probably a film ahead of time, I would say. And today, many of our friends are telling, no, even I believe MD also suggested, Sadayam, why don't we track that film and get it? Because it will be a lifetime, whatever asset and all those things. This is all about my experience with this particular movie. I'm glad that we had the opportunity, and I must also mention 3 names here: Mr. Krishna, Kumar, and Dinesh Panicker, who are the producers. They couldn't come. I am here for incidentally. I am glad to be in this producer's position, and Mr. Lohit Das, who I believe in this film he has excelled in every what is called moment of the film has such touch, human touch, relationships, sentiments, everything. So put together, it is an exceptionally great movie. God bless Sibi, continue to do such movies more. And thanks to NFDC, especially the spirit and the speed at which MD is showing, acquiring such classic films. I was just asking, even if it was not in the award list, he said, good film, bring it. We are going to restore. As I earlier mentioned, had it happened 25, 30 years before, we would have had some of the best films in the archives, in our treasury. At least better late than never. Let us hope for this. All the best to NFTC and team also. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. We'll open the floor for questions.
Sibi sir.
Yes.
How do you look at the trajectory of Mohanlal culminating as a Dadasaheb Phalke Award winner from the 2 marks that you gave it to him?
Yes, that is a great journey.
Yeah.
He's a brilliant, we all know that he's one of the best actor in the world, like I would say.
More experimental of late.
Yes, he is a brilliant actor. I worked with him around 15 films, and all of them were his best performances were there. Even in Sadayam I considered is the best performance of Mohanlal and best film which I have directed. So there is I don't know. We all expected this Dadasaheb Phalke Award went to the deserving hands this year. So happy for him.
So, when one looks at even Arth Satya vis-a-vis your own film, there of course the father is the son, and son is trying to sort of meet up with the expectations of the father. How do you look at it in that way? That was in 1983.
Which one?
Arth Satya, Om Puri.
Arth Satya, Om Puri. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
This is this relationship. We Indians have a very close knit family relationships. We have that. So most of my movies are family dramas. So this movie, this subject is very much can be related by anyone anywhere in the world. A father and son relationship or a family bonding. So that's why I said this movie has been remade in almost all the languages in Malayalam, in India. In Telugu, it was a hit. Tamil, recently, Mr. Ajit did that movie. That was a hit. Then Gardish, Mr. Jakishwarov was there. So, why people are trying to remake this subject is because of that universality of that movies, that content.
Last question. How do you look at the number of new wave, Malayalam cinemas that are coming with new directors and new kind of thing, even with the old, gods like Mohanlal and Mammootty competing with them, Fahad Fazil is there, and other things. How do you look at the growth and
Definitely, the
explosion
changes will happen. Every time before we came into the industry, there were directors like KG George, Padmarajan, Bharadan. Then we took over. Then the new generation is taking they are doing their kind of movies. Normally people will, old people, my generation people will come and tell, no, we want to see your kind of movies. But we have to go along with the changes happening. New generation directors and writers doing movies with the backing of their experience. We did movies with our the things we have experienced and we have traveled through. This new generation, they have a different kind of world they are living, and they are making movies out of that experiences. So we can't blame anyone because it's their story they are telling. I'm so happy that Mammootty and Mohanlal are doing movies with them. Especially Mammootty is doing almost, he's the one who promotes new directors. First time, if you take the list of Mammootty's new movies, almost all the directors were first time directors.
Good evening, sir. This is Nikhil from All India Radio.
Yeah.
Actually, I want to ask a question from you, sir, Sibi sir. In the perspective of time and in the perspective of that kind of cinema that you have made in that your movie, and in today's world, do you think we are missing that kind of movies nowadays?
That's what I said. I am facing that question every day. Why we are all waiting to watch movies like that time you people made. But no, we will make movies again, but it will be not that kind of a movies. It should go with the new audience should watch it, and for that, catering their interest also, we have to change our perspective also.
Yeah, very good evening, Sibi sir. As a cinema student, if you look until 2010, many other than Malayalam, many other languages industry hits are remade from Malayalam movie, including this Kireedam, Manichittatal, and many things. As everybody mentioned, it's remake. I watched this in Kannada version with Shivraj Kumar, who was son of legendary Dr. Rajkumar. It was his 7th movie. When this movie was released in Kannada, everybody praised that he's come out of his father's legacy, and he missed Karnataka State Film Award for Best Actor, since there is a law that for remake film they will be not giving in Karnataka. That I wanted to mention because that was how we came to know about this movie and its background. And my question to you is, why you did not remake this in other languages like Priyadarshan, who did in Hindi, and now he is one of the Malayalam-based film industry person who does his own remakes from Malayalam, and also other people like you. What made you to not come to other film industries like
No, I am comfortable with Malayalam because, and Priyan and we were started together. We were working together as assistant directors in Navodaya Studios. So he is very ambitious and he's moving forward like now. He started doing movies in Hindi, Tamil, Telugu and all. But see, he is doing it brilliantly, and that is his. He's very, as I said, he's very ambitious to do movies. Today morning also we spoke to I was traveling and he was there. I talked to him. So this one he made in Gardish, in Hindi as Gardish. Even Shivraj Kumar, he approached me that time to do it in Kannada, but I was not familiar with the language. That's why I refused to do that. Even Dr. Rajashekar asked me to do in Telugu also. That also I refused. Then finally, Kodi Ramakrishna was the director of that movie in Telugu. And finally, they requested me to do the action portions. If you could do the action portion, because that action portion in Kireedam, it was not choreographed by a stunt master. It was just choreographed by myself and Mohanlal. Because I want a very natural kind of a struggle between two persons, and it's a natural kind of fight happening in a street, not a composed planned thing. So beginning of that shoot, the action sequence, I was discussing with the stunt master, fight master, and he was planning the conventional kind of block steps, like the conventional way of. Yeah, I said then Mohanlal. So I was discussing and I am arguing with the fight master, and he asked me what is the problem. I said, no, I don't want a planned kind of an action. It should be very natural. Two people meeting and in the streets, and spontaneously they're fighting each other. So Lal said, tell me what to do. Then I just go and hit each other, and I will come with the camera wherever you go. Till you get exhausted, I'll shoot it. So the Telugu people want me to. They don't know how I managed it. I said I'm not a fight master to come and do the actions only. So that was even in when it was made in very recently. It was made in Tamil with Ajit, but they didn't approach me. But that was a very different version. It was very
Crude.
it's a very crude form of.
Sir, we are.
I have to add one thing to what Mr. Sibi said. In fact, after my Kireedam, this film, I used to refer two things with other, directors and script people whenever we make movies. One is the very natural look of that fight in Kireedam made it very different from normally this action here, the choreo, this guy's action heroes, they come, they plan this crane, that crane, and make the producers spend the lavish money, and end of it looks artificial, right? Secondly, every fight in Kireedam is a fight which we as audience, in the theater, when we see, we feel we want that fight. Whereas in many other films, including my own many films, the fights are all thrust on the film because just to make a business out of it, they say, but not necessarily it brings business. But in Kireedam, one or two songs only, the songs and the fights it's so embedded. It is that we look forward to that. The fight, every fight in Kireedam is what we eagerly want him to do. So I used to quote this instance when all other films, when I say, don't thrust action, however big the action sequence be, however magnificent you make it also, but the subject and the flow should demand the action. Then we enjoy it also. So Kireedam has been a masterpiece for me from those two angles also.
Sir, we are very happy that Kireedam has been made to 4K. And one thing, experientially, you have seen celluloid, and when it is converted to 4K, what is your psychological experience when you compare?
As I
And
said
also,
earlier, we have to travel along with the technological changes. No, see, when the technology invaded every area of filmmaking, like initially it was in the editing. We were doing editing on moviolas with film and all. Then how it came. Then further changes coming, and all those who travel with those changes will sustain. Others will be vanished. So this is one thing. No, this is changes happening in the new era, new kind of filmmaking, digital thing. Everything is coming up now. AI is coming, computer graphics is coming. So we have to travel along with that. All we will be
No, plus the audience also get used to this 4K. So what they enjoy in a theater, suddenly you cannot deprive them the totally of what they are seeing.
Even for sound and also people will no
They want, they expect
they
it.
demand more. Like
So, Mr. Prakash Magdam.
No, I just want to add one more thing. He is right, obviously, because in cinema, technology has changed over the years, and you have to go with it. Earlier, there was no sound. Sound came. There was black and white. Then color came. So this will keep changing. But what I want to point out, apart from the experience part of it, if that was not digitized or restored, you will not be able to see it. As simple as that, because the technology has moved from analog to digital. Even the movie making, the film making, as well as the exhibition in cinemas,
Correct.
has completely turned into digital. So only in India, around only few theaters, the analog projection system is available. So if you want to watch Kireedam, you have to come to Pune archive and watch it. There is no other way. So you have to digitize and restore. But what we do, in terms of the restoration, is that we keep that ethical angle. We don't alter what is there in the original. If the black and white is there, we are not colorizing it. So that's the some of the rules are there. So the idea is to make it as close possible to the original when the film was released. So that is the idea when we do the restoration.
Sir, here, while congratulating NFA as well as NFDC with regard to restoration, with regard to G. Aravindan films, we have tried to restore it. But it was not done frame by frame. It was done by shot. And it looks very horrible, sir. Can you change it, because...
which movie?
I don't know whether you have seen the recent ones. I don't know which
Kumati
you are
was
talking.
done brilliantly. Kumati.
So that's what I'm saying. These were the older ones. So now we have done the newer ones. You must watch it. Yes, Arvindans also. So apart from Adur Gopal Krishnans also, and what I want to also point out is that when we do the restoration, he was involved. We are not doing it alone. The DOP of the movie was involved.
Correct.
So that they are the ones who made the movie. They are the ones who know how it was, the color was, what kind of a color, contrast, and all those technical details, they know it. So we try to involve as much possible the original cast and crew in the restoration process. So that's the way we go about it.
Sir, good evening. I am Arvind from Kalahumadi, Thiruvananthapuram. Sir, how does Malayalam cinema stand in front of world cinema now? Because I am asking this question. Mr. Rasul Pokutti, becoming Kerala Chalachitra Academy chairman, he said that in an interview with the Indian Express. World movie lovers no longer see Malayalam cinema through legends like Aravindan Shaji sir and Adur sir.
No, see, as I said earlier, new generation filmmakers have their own perspective, their own way of making films. So we can't blame anyone, good or bad. We have to, go with the changes. That's why everything.
Are you agree with Rasul?
Yeah?
Are you agree with Rasul?
No, I didn't know what he has. I didn't hear it.
November 9th on Indian Express interview.
Oh, I
What
see.
did Rasul say?
New generation filmmakers can make movies like that. That's what?
No, that cinema lovers no longer to see Malayalam movie like Aravindan's and Adur Shaji sir's movie.
No, now in Malayalam, new kind of movies coming, even Loka was a different kind of movie. People are traveling with the new concepts, new age experiences. Even very recently, a movie, last week, one movie released that is Echo. That is a very different movie, and initially there was no one in the theaters, but gradually, it picked up. Now it's a runaway hit now.
No, in post-COVID, if you see, I have observed rather, that entire North Indian, people, they happen to see a lot of Malayalam films on OTT platforms. And they were not very big success theatrically in Malayalam, but those films in OTT, compared to the rest of the languages, whether it is Tamil, Telugu, or even Hindi, these North Indian, people started liking Malayalam movies all over India. So the Malayalam films, the admiration or, they're wanting to see in the OTT, they see more Malayalam movies than other languages. So, no, those are commercially also successful. I said, leave alone the commercial success of films which have not made any mark in Malayalam, which unfortunately the producers probably lost money. But those films, when it came on OTT, the viewership was good. People started liking, and Malayalam can proudly say that only maximum number of films in that category is definitely Malayalam more than any other language.
OTT was, COVID was a blessing in disguise for Malayalam cinema.
Right. No, that opened the gate. Real.
And we got exposed to the world's
World, yes.
because technicians and actors also got good exposure. No?
We'll take one last question.
Others from All India Radio. Recently, Vidhu Vinod Chopra restored his classic 1942 A Love Story, and he revealed that it took them four months to restore it frame by frame, that too in Italy. So, how long it took you to restore your movie, and what were the challenges behind it?
The restoration was done by NFDC. I just confirm their changes, and I just go and sit in the final stages only. So I don't know how much time they took.
No, it is a very meticulous process. And it also depends on the kind of material you have, the source material. If the source material is good, then you don't have much to do in terms of the, picture and sound restoration. But the original material from which you are restoring, if it is bad, it really takes time. Because that's the process. And as I said, we try to first identify what is the best source possible. We try to identify that what is the best source available. If it is in our collection, well and good. Otherwise, we try to source it from other, anywhere we can. And after then only we start the process. And as I said, there is a proper, archival guidelines which are, established. We follow that. And number 3, what I said, involvement of the whosoever is there, cast and crew. That also we do it. This entire grading and all those things we ask them to supervise, so that they have to tell us whether it is really come out well. So it depends on film to film, basically.
But
sound, like some of them are Bangalore with Kerala, Chennai with Kerala. If you look at the films that is coming, how do you look at this trend?
No, see, those days normally we all read a lot. No, now reading is not that. No, now this reel. They are watching reels and they are making films. Like even the format is changed. It was vertical. That horizontal thing has been changed. They would like to watch in the vertical. That's that technical change is happening. They are leaving. They that way when from the birth they have now we can see little. We want to feed a child. You have to show him a reel or a mobile, something in the mobile. So they are. From the very infant stage, they are watching new kind of visuals and new kind of contents they are watching.
no, like due to time constraints, wait.
Have you able to watch the Kireedam remix in other languages? So which you can place it at second.
And
No
that
comments.
will be the last
No
question.
comments on that.
Thank you so much everyone for coming here. Thank you so much Prakash sir for he actually paved the way for restoration of so many classics, and we hope you do a lot more. And thank you so much, CB sir and Vijay Kumar sir, for a movie that is being talked about, that is gonna be talked about for another not 36 years, 50 years or more. Thank you so much for coming here. And also the movie is being screened today at 8:45. All those who haven't watched, you can watch it in 4K. Thank you so much. Thank you to the online viewers that are watching us. We have a memento, sir. Can you just come forward?